What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with our last four corners of 2019 for today's four-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by SuperDraft. It's our last four corners of the year, and I guess technically the decade, so what a decade run it's been for us. Let's get that power of positivity in the air one last time in 2019. And right now, please hit that like button, and if you want to win our last free month of Awesemo Plus of 2019, courtesy of SuperDraft, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. Nobody guessed Brandon Goodwin yesterday. We got one more chance to get it right, so right now, like this video and comment your top value play down in the comments below. This is my last bit of work before 2020, so we got no time to waste here in the four corners today, especially. So let's get to our first corner of the top owned plays, and Serge Ibaka in a game versus Cleveland. There was 113.3 implied points for Toronto. Ibaka has 41% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 54% on FanDuel. Ibaka has been mostly steady since assuming the starting job, other than a game or two where he ceded minutes to Chris Boucher. In the matchup versus Cleveland will give him a chance at peak efficiency today. Another top-owned play looks like his teammate Kyle Lowry in that same game versus Cleveland, where there's 113.3 implied points for Toronto. Lowry has 38% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 58% on FanDuel. Lowry's price is far more appealing on FanDuel, but he's had over 44 fantasy points in 6 out of his last 8 games, and he'll have scoring and assist upside against Cleveland's 112 defensive rating. And our last top-owned play today looks like Draymond Green in a game at San Antonio, where there's 102.8 implied points for Golden State. Draymond has 36% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 28% on FanDuel. Draymond will see more playmaking time without D'Angelo Russell, but he doesn't gain much in effectiveness, with his 1.02 fantasy points per minute in core time without Russell, compared to just 1 fantasy point per minute with him. And now for our next corner, let's talk about some of the top value plays, starting with Kai Bauman in that same game at San Antonio. There's 102.8 implied points for Golden State. Bauman will see additional run thanks to D'Angelo Russell's absence at a near minimum price, though Bauman himself is currently a game time decision with the same illness that all these guys have. Another top value is his teammate Marquise Chris in that game at San Antonio, where there's again 102.8 implied points for Golden State. Chris averages 1.1 fantasy points per minute without Russell, and he should be able to see more secure run with no Willie Cauley-Stein or Kevon Looney for the game. And it's a clean sweep for Golden State with Alec Burks in that game at San Antonio, where there is, you guessed it, 102.8 implied points for Golden State. Burks completes the sweep for Golden State with a team down at least Russell and possibly Bauman for a game where his price has come down, despite the massive upside he's shown without D'Angelo Russell. And now for our next corner, here are some of the other top plays I'm looking at today, starting with Nikola Jokic in a game at Houston, where there's 109.3 implied points for Denver. Jokic saw his offensive workload cut into by Michael Porter Jr.'s move to the starting lineup last game, but he should see more reliable usage in a pace-up game at Houston. Another top play looks like DeMar DeRozan in the game versus Golden State, where there's 113.8 implied points for San Antonio. DeRozan has shown less of a ceiling than LaMarcus Aldridge lately, but his price is a bit more appealing, and he'll see much lighter defense on the wings. In our last top play of the day is Luka Doncic in a game at Oklahoma City, where there's 110 implied points for Dallas. Luka was just upgraded to probable, and the low-paced matchup isn't the most appealing on paper, but he has a gigantic ceiling and he's viable if he's in, while he'd also make Kristaps Porzingis and Jalen Brunson lock plays if he were out. And now for our last corner here, the lower owned dart throws I'm looking at today, starting with Jeremy Grant in that game at Houston, where there's 109.3 implied points for Denver. Paul Millsap is out, and Grant saw 26.5 fantasy points in 33 minutes starting for him last game. This matchup against Houston arguably a better one for his length and switchability. Another lower owned dart throw I'm looking at today is Kevin Love in a game at Toronto. There's 104.3 implied points for Cleveland. Love projects for very low ownership, even though he's off Cleveland's injury report, with a price that should offer him big upside if they don't get dusted in this game on the road. And my last lower owned dart throw is one of the other Raptors with Terrence Davis in the game versus Cleveland, where there's 113.3 implied points for Toronto. Davis has recently siphoned minutes from OG Anunoby, but he's cheaper and projected for a fraction of OG's ownership. It's another value play on a slate that's seemingly full of them. So that's what I see so far for today's last slate of 2019. So right now, hit that like button, and if you want to win our last free month of Awesemo Plus of 2019, courtesy of SuperDraft, like this video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. And as always, those free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of SuperDraft. So right now, head over to superdraft.io. If you use the promo code Awesemo, you can get yourself $20 free with a deposit of $100 or more. So right now, go to superdraft.io and get yourself $20 free before the new year starts up. And today's the last day of our 8 crazy days of giveaways, so go check out the pinned tweet right now on @awesemo_com to see what you can win today in our last of the giveaways of 2019. And it's also your last chance to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. Sure, you could do it in 2020, but why wait till next year when you can do right now? So go follow me and subscribe to my personal podcast on my Twitter right now at Chris Spags. I've got no clue who's on live before lock later today, other than the fact that it won't be me, but tune in then because I'll do a great job for you guys later on today. And of course, I'll be back with you guys in 2020 on Thursday with a brand new Four Corners. So hope you guys have a happy and healthy new year. I'll see you guys again very soon. So let's get it right in 2020. Good luck, guys.